There's a need for improved skills, a need for improved performance, changing the org structure. Maybe the company has gotten bigger and we were flat. Now we need to be a functional structure. Maybe we were in one country. Now we're in multiple countries. And we need to move to a multi-divisional structure or a matrix structure. Right? These are reasons that drive change. And again, when these things occur, uh, you're dealing with humans, and humans don't like change, right? So the types of change that happen, strategic, we've said it all weekend long, strategic, always relate to the future, okay? Uh, Incremental change, this is change that is introduced gradually, Arabic word, shwaya shwaya, hubba hubba, little by little by little, shwaya, the change is gradually implemented, and it's based on the assumption that with a small change will result in a large change. So if you don't give people it all at once, they're more likely to accept it. Reactive, this is similar to what the types of decisions that leaders have to make. Sometimes something happens, we have to react, and we have to make the change. Uh, COVID is an example. COVID is an example. No one knew COVID was going to happen. It happened, and organizations had a choice to make. Do they just sit by and wait and hope? Some did for a while, but then once it was realized that, guess what? This is not going to be over in a week, right? They had to react. Some companies reacted well and they profited. Some companies did not profit so well. And then we have, well, just a quick question right here. Uh, Make sure you're awake. We're taking our break in a few minutes. Can you type in the chat bar? In the chat bar, tell me can you name some companies that reacted well during this change of COVID? Type in the chat bars, companies that reacted and they did phenomenally well in spite of what happened. They reacted, they had a strategy, but they were so well structured that they were able to pivot quickly. Can you think of some companies? Type it in the chat bar. Yep. Okay, so I got Saudi Aramco. Yep. Microsoft. That's a good one. Ooh, good one. Who was that? Ooh, who was that? Who said that? Well, that was a good one here. Zoom. Thank you, Usman. Usman's on it. Pharrell. Nice one, brother. Amazon, Netflix. Yazan said Microsoft. Usman says Saudi Aramco. Ahmed says online stores. Hunger Station. Yep, Hunger Station. They did well. It went through the roof. Usman says Zoom. Muhammad says Zoom. Where's my good friend Deanne? Deanne Winnick, where are you? Where's my good friend Isra? Yeah, Ahmed says PlayStation gaming platforms went through the roof. Uh, yeah, so my question was, which companies did well? That they reacted well. They reacted well to COVID. And because they reacted well, they were able to change their business model and they're doing fabulously well. Because we're talking about change, right? And we're talking about reactive change that comes upon us, and the companies have to react. So my question was, which companies reacted well? And so I'm hearing companies like Microsoft, Zoom reacted well. I'm hearing uh, companies like Hunger Station, they reacted well. Deanne says banks reacted well. Yeah, you're right, because many people couldn't go out to the bank, so it was online banking. Good one. Usman says vaccine companies like Pfizer. Uh, Deanne says, Deanne, what is Talibat? Talibat? What is that? Is that an application? Is that like Hunger Station? Talabat? I don't know what that one is. Uh, Online ordering. Right. Oh, online food delivery. Oh, I should know that. Thank you. I I'm hungry. I should be placing that order. I'll have to download that app right now. I'll wait till after class. Never mind. Uh, yeah. So you these are companies that reacted well, right? Quick story. I'll give you this story of an organization, not a big one, that reacted well. There is rather a pizza company in New York City during the height of COVID. The pizza company business was hit really, really hard. Watch this. The pizza company had done some research and they understood that we talked about profitability. They understood that they were very profitable when they sold one slice of pizza, right? When they sold an entire pizza, they made money, but not as much money. When they sold one slice of pizza, they had a huge profit margin based off of that. Huge profit margin based off of that. So when COVID hit, guess what happened to the pizza company? No one was out. No one could come to the restaurant. Now they could deliver the pizza, but remember, I mentioned to you that they were most profitable selling pizza by the slice. And so if they delivered pizza, they would make money, but it wasn't as profitable. And when you start factoring in the gas it takes, the time it takes, the wear and tear on the car, it wasn't very very profitable for them. So what did the pizza company do? How did they react to this change? Well, they discovered that a hospital in the area uh, were needing face shields. You know, the face shields that nurses wear in the hospital during the height of COVID. And the pizza companies got an idea. They discovered that their pizza oven uh, was big enough, number one, and the pizza oven was hot enough that if they bought these plastic shields, they can put them in their oven and they could actually make face shields. They can warm the shields up and then they could bend the shields and give the shields to the nurses. And that's what they did. So they went from making pizza to making face shields, and they would deliver the face shields in pizza boxes. So that's an example of reaction. Yeah. So Usman says sanitizer companies reacted and made money. Companies like Google, Shibu says Google, Google Meet, Zoom made money. Ahmed says in Egypt, a TV company continued to pay their employees even when the factories were shut down.